Good morning, everybody. We are already getting going. Finishing up the 4 columns, so looking for them today. And these guys back behind me, they're getting the septic tank going already. I'm actually curious to see how far they've gotten. It's been an hour already working, so we'll see how far they've gotten so far. Here we go. I didn't get very far because they had to do some rework, putting some reinforcements in here. Happy about that, but it sucks that they had to go back and remove some of the hollow blocks that they had already done from last night. It was only, I think it's maybe 4 or 5 hollow blocks, and they had to scrape some of the old concrete off of there from yesterday. But it looks like they got it going on. They got their line already drawn out for their next level of the hollow blocks. I mean, this is going to be straight, really straight. Each level of hollow blocks has a line on it, so it's great, so they know where exactly to put the hollow blocks and the measurements. And they're working on our 3rd column to be poured for today. Well, they're putting the casing around it. The reusable casing is actually pretty nice, instead of having to manually form every one of these columns with plywood and all the wood that gets wasted for doing these. This is just reusable, nice and easy for them. Less work for them to do also. Alright, we are about to pour our 4 columns for today. All they can do for the day, how many boxes we have to do our columns. It's interesting, they split up the guys. The foreman is actually down in the hole doing the hollow blocks for our CR. I'm gonna put all the young guys over here to do these pours, so they can wing around all the gravel and the sand. Got a really weird looking film, but we are pouring our column now. Just trying to slowly. We're spread out pretty good right now, but our mix is pretty good. Thick. They just threw a little bit of water because they were waiting on these guys over here to get everything situated and the vibrating machine to all set up. Here we go. Put the vibrator in. It's woo. See if this thing works. Oh my goodness. Woo. Oh, and the chain gain begins. I think they got a little bit better routine. We'll see how well this goes. I just pulled the vibrator almost all the way out to the top and put it on the rebar. Let it vibrate the rebar down. See how this goes, but it's sort of slow going, really. I think part of it is the table is so far away from these guys, and they got guys doing different things. Alright, I guess we're having a different place of mixing. This is for the septic tank, but I'm not a fan of mixing on this foundation. I've seen other people have issues when they do this, so we'll see. They said it's gonna be nice and clean and all perfect when they get done, so we'll see about that. Since these poor guys are a little on the short side, actually one of them is really tall, but they needed extensions on their scaffolding, so now they put their legs on and raised it all the way up so they can reach the top, so it's a lot easier for them instead of having to stand on their tippy toes almost and put the mix inside. They can look inside!
guys can hear me because of the vibrator on the other side, but just checking our septic tank. Looks like they're on the stage of putting an extra rebar, a 12 mm to wrap it around. This one is to add more strength for the whole septic.
They're welding the stirrups. They cut them in half and they bend them back around, and they're welding them instead of just making them one piece. Quite interesting. I'm not sure, but I guess our contractor told them to do that with these instead of having to struggle with bending them back around them, and just do it this way, wire them up and weld them on. And we still got a wonderful mix down here for the hollow blocks. My wonderful slab. So it's drying a little bit. So I really gonna be layers of cement. These guys are starting to move hollow blocks over here, and they're just setting them out for putting it up tomorrow, I would suspect. So these guys have been busy, and they put makeshift scaffolding out of cocoa lumber. They're sitting on top of them right now. They're fixing some new rebar in here. My good question is how are they going to clean out the bottom, because the bottom's full of all kinds of debris right now from everything, but I haven't got that question answered yet. We'll find out here in a bit.
Oh my god, my husband is sitting on the hollow block. It's not even breaking. Alright, so they're about to put from the very top tip of the rebar. There you go. On the other hand, as my husband mentioned, they did weld all these stirrups that's on the bottom because they advised to cut it in half, the whole stirrup, so it's easier for them to put it into the column. So they're putting another 12 mm around the septic tank. So Kuya says that every 2 layers of hollow blocks they have to put an extra rebar for support. Well, it's good that he is washing it off after they mix the concrete over there, because my husband is really worried not to do some mixing on the flooring. Looks like it's time to get up and take a break, and they use a small ladder that they have. This guy's always prepare the cement mix before the break. Correction guys, I think it's not 12 mm what they use around it, it's a 10 mm.
Last little leg of the day, and it's sort of peaceful, you could say. I don't know how you could say it, but anyways, just got the guys filling bags up for tomorrow's next little bit of concrete mixing. Guys over here for working on the columns, putting extra bars on, getting those almost ready. Actually, it looks like almost all these bars are ready. They just got the tops left to do, and then they can do them. I'm excited to see how these pours came out on these 4 columns, because Christian's having them do something a little special on the very first probably 2 buckets of concrete. It's sort of a mush weird thing that he got going on, so we'll see how it turns out when we open these things up tomorrow. These guys are actually filling in. It looks like the sides. Backfilling now on the back side of all this hollow blocks, throwing it down here in the back. Well, there you go. This is how he's getting the rings on. At least the top section. Nothing like safety first. There we go, right there. How about these guys over here cutting? How about this guy over here sitting on a board. Oh, and these guys over here having their fun. All about safety, yes.
Well, my husband is helping these guys right here. Again, he is the number 11 hired as a labor here. His hourly is $50. $50
an hour?
Yes. That was pesos. That was 50 pesos per hour.
50 an hour?
So my husband is shoveling all the dirt so they can fill in the empty side of the septic tank.
I'm worried about breaking them though.
Don't break the shovel, means you have to buy another one. Watch his head. Alright guys, if you like my husband doing his daily job, leave us a comment if you want to see him in more job to do in our house. Well, Kuya is cleaning out all the mess of the dirt, but the foreman says tomorrow that they're gonna clear all the dirt on top of the hollow block, and because the cement and the hollow block need to cure today, that's why they cannot spray any water tonight. I think if I estimate how deep the hollow blocks right now, probably like 5 feet or so. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have 7 layers of hollow block right there. Well, looks like it's all filled in. Same height of the hollow block right there. And on the other side too. This side as well, except this corner. Well, these guys are trying to make this one straight up. We're all gonna move that basketball over here in the middle. Wow, that's high. Sample. Okay, my husband is making sure the measurements are correct. There you go. What's the right measurement?
We're at 9 foot.
9 foot and 6. Well, they made their basketball here, and now putting the stake. They're putting some weight on the bottom. There you go. Now he's putting the dumbbell. These guys are never been tired all day working, and still they find a way to get their self something to do. Well, they found a big rock to put on the bottom. Right there. That's a big rock. We have more rock to come. Imagine that. He just lived by himself. Well, they got a ball from somewhere. They're testing out their ring. So it's interesting how our dog likes to play basketball. Look, our dog. He's been chasing the ball. It's like right there. He likes to play. That dog is funny. Yeah.